right, welcome back. Shall we jump into it? See what this bird has to offer us? Or not? Never mind, not the bird.
That girl is looking at me.
Oh.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. And just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl. Creepy little squirrel girl.
Oh, that's all you gotta say? Okay. Oh, there we go. Here's some new folks. There's Ibn.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yup, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided.
You want to try something fun? Sure, Saxo, you bet. I love fun things. I'm a big fan of fun. Try Google this. Local election Namibia. Is that going to be... Is that going to get me banned? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, there's a man named Adolf Hitler who wins the election in Namibia. Politician named Adolf Hitler wins local election in Namibia. Well, that's something. Is that why he was training? I'm guessing, yeah. Okay. Olivia.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Well, is it one of those is it one of those cases where they just put their name as Adolf Hitler, kind of like when England or wasn't there like a write-in vote, something of like Darth Vader? And Darth Vader got like 15% of the vote or some shit like that? Or is it actually someone named like Adolf Hitler? No, I saw that the ID of someone named Batman bin Superman. I saw that. England people feel in Jedi for their religion. That might be what I was thinking of. Actual name, apparently. His father named him. He's a black man in a former German territory. Oh, okay. Lord Buckethead in the UK. There we go. Lord Buckethead. That's great. That's great. All right.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yup, that's him.
Yep.
Well...
All right, nothing new there.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details. Just act nonchalant.
Here we go.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me. Marty
Oh, hey, crow
McChicken.
people! There's the crow person.
Oh,
there you
God.
go. Crow person.
What a pleasant surprise. The rooster coppers in person.
Or a raven, I don't know.
Chicken
I can't
police.
tell the difference.
But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff.
You know.
You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
I didn't get that reference. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not get that reference at all. Olivia Blackwig, a crow. Unusually tall and slim for a crow. She's quiet and mysterious. Olivia is currently Ibn Wessler's assistant and escort. Finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship between Ms. Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. Hamtaro is a cartoon hamster. Okay. Yep.
Jeez. Just try to act...
Yep.
Well, nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
Oh, we're gonna do the interview? Oh, we are. Look at that. All right, let me ask the questions first, then we get to do another interview. Hooray! Or interrogation, I guess. Kind of reminds me, Ibn kind of reminds me of like the weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. What do you want to do with the wallflower?
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
You want to end up like your idiot hyena cousins?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, Detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
All right, here we go. Time for the old interrogation. Or question. I'm gonna question him.
Wessler's a tricky guy.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
I think you're playing this. I would have had half as much fun if played it alone. Well, I'm glad you're here. All right, Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. Can't just pin him against the wall. So it's tricky. To ask a question that's right on time, it's tricky.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
New impression, mistrustful. All right, so if he doesn't trust me, seem like a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
That's a +10. All right. Tricky, mistrustful, and secretive. How are your alibis? This place
Is
yours?
this place yours?
No, it's not mine.
Never been yours in the past?
Why do you ask questions you already know the answer to, huh? Yeah, it was mine. Now it belongs to Natasha. She's my girlfriend. What a coincidence.
Oh, that was a -5, motherfuck. Very taciturn, Mr. Wessler. I heard you're quite the speaker.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else.
Oh no, was that?
Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Oh, I got a -10 for that. God damn it. He's quick-tempered. All right.
Don't you find these messages dangerous?
That specific word is, it's insulting and obscene, and unfortunately, everyone could see it on the street. I'm sure you know they painted it on the wall.
I know.
Well, yeah, it's unpleasant but no threat in itself. I put it down to some jealous showgirl or a deluded fan. Nothing more.
Jealousy can be dangerous.
Yeah, most crazies are harmless.
You know that firsthand?
Anything else?
That was a plus. The Chads 1982, thank you for 30 months. All right. Okay.
Business going well, Mr. Wessler?
Depends on which one.
Real estate, catering, charity, protection, extortion,
Oh,
bribing
wow,
cops,
that took a turn for the
contraband,
direct.
the usual.
Funny guy.
How are the casinos?
Fine, thank you. Gambling has always been a good business.
There's gambling in this game?
It's expensive around here.
There's gambling?
Damn, if only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal.
And I've heard you're not on the force at the moment.
Then it seems we have a fair fight.
On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long if I were you.
That was candid.
I try to be clear.
Bloop. Plus 10. Okay. Well, both of these answers seem terrible. Start talking straight, Wes. There's no point in wasting each other's time. Is everything all right between you two? I mean, I guess this is the most beating around the bush.
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you?
Fuck!
Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our
comes
relationship
right out and
is
says it.
stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. If you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
It would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Oh, that was a plus. That was a plus. Okay, we're doing all right. All right. Specific and ruthless. The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How'd you even meet?
The mob boss and
Yeah,
the pussycat,
that's a
eh?
good one.
How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I
Corpora.
accidentally let some big secret slip out? Huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Yeah, the millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here, only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the
Her name was
scenes,
Lola?
I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
That was good. Plus 10, and I only have one question to ask this time around.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Okay.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Gambling?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny.
Ah!
Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, Can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Oh, how do we do? 90%! Yeah! A true detective! Woohoo! Scrappinack, thank you for the 6 months. Canadian Bacon, thank you for the 5 months. Keep up the good work, man. Cheers, thank you. Game's great, thanks for what you do. Well, thank you, Scrappinack. The name Super Dave 84. What was the name of the Slave Spire-like game you mentioned on Drop Frames? Something Arthurian. It is called Tainted Grail. It's this one. Tainted Grail, Conquest. That was the name of it. Great game. I'm looking forward to playing it. It's gonna be my offline game. All right, the legendary Chicken Police back in action. Evan's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Continue.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Jesus, Marty,
Pleasure to meet you,
keep
gentlemen.
your
Goodbye.
Nice cock.
in your pants.
Please, take a seat.
Oh,
The
look
show's
at
gonna
the
start soon.
sad chicken. Oh, look at the sad chicken. That's terrible. We all know your affinity to poker. How do you like roulette? I don't like roulette as much. I don't like games of chance as much as I like. Like you can like come up with the percentages for roulette and blackjack and craps and stuff, but a lot of poker is playing the other person or playing their bet if you can't actually see the person.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just
Oh, her song is fucking him up.
say. Chloe's still lying in my bed. And it's dead.
That was,
Oh, sorry.
unique.
Turn that down.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
What is your accent?
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
Is that like
But
supposed
of
to be like
course.
Russian or Ukraine or
Even
something?
will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to
I mean,
talk.
her name is
Then
Natasha.
we'll end the conversation and throw you both
She has
out.
a Russian sounding name.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene.
She's from
My room's
Nebraska.
upstairs.
Yes,
Meet
that's
me there in
right. She's
20
Nebraskan.
minutes.
It's a
Come
Nebraskan
along,
accent.
Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
Yeah, dude.
She wore danger like a perfume.
So
It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies. or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance.
Oh, you want to be simp? You
I
gonna
wanted
simp
to be
for
her
her?
nightdress,
Gonna simp it up?
barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup.
God.
Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
God, the writing in this is so spot on, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. I knew she was trouble from the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me like a light attracts some moth people. So good. So good. All right. Oh, I can look around now. That's a hell of a painting. I like it. Ooh. Does that tail go all the way up? Ooh.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
Yeah, it didn't sound
I
like
don't know.
one.
I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. This woman...
Okay.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Oh, what's this? The 7th rule of predation. A chicken police story. Oh, shit. All right. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Natasha Kitsenko, Kat. She has remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble. So am I. Okay.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Is that a cock investigating a pussy? Good thing I decided to check out the stream today. It definitely is. It's a cock investigating a pussy. And as you might imagine, the cock seems like he's falling in love with the pussy. Even though he knows it's probably bad and dangerous. He's gonna do it anyway. He's gonna try and dive deep into that pussy's motives.
This woman's aware of her charm.
Yeah, okay. Here we go, time to talk.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In my
In a
stomach.
glass.
Ah,
But
for
thanks,
that.
I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
Will
I
this
get
cock
offended
pull
if
out
women
before it's
don't
too
drink in my
late?
company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland,
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
I'm a cock who's
Okay,
a dick.
son.
Yeah, he is.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Yeah, that's what he does
You
best.
do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Well, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
The writing is so good. The writing in this is so good. Natasha is a mysterious woman indeed and seems dangerous too. But she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she the source of the problem? Or is it someone else? Alright, let's do this.
Natasha is a
Wish me luck.
confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Alright, here we go.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Alright. She's confident and mysterious.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
All right, that was a good question. Next one should be,
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
that was probably, nope, that was a plus. She's cold as well. Okay.
Why Deborah? She's a nice girl. But
Yeah.
why didn't you come to me?
Didn't you ask her the same thing already?
I did, but I like to hear it from all sides.
Well, since this whole thing started, I admit I'm not too keen on leaving my home. When I do, it's only with an escort.
Ibn Wessler has nothing to do with this?
Ibn has everything to do with me. Almost everything. But I didn't want to upset him with this. He thinks I'm overreacting.
Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
I think that was a good one. Yeah, all right. What was in those threats exactly?
What was in those threats exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Oh,
Cat got your tongue? Am I
Okay.
right?
I
You
thought it was
heard
something
it.
to do with
I
cat.
said what you were thinking.
Like
and
a cat
yes,
pun,
that was
but
in the
whore.
message.
Just whore.
That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, baby. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know. What do I want to know? Hmm. The threats have everything to do with the dangerous relationship between you. Or what about Filmar? Is he here because of you? I mean, I want to know what love is. Want you to show me. I'm going to ask about Filmar.
What about Filmar? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping 2 irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
Okay.
I think I'll do that.
That was another plus. Okay. What do I want to know? A dark shadow from the past, ex-lover, husband, maybe. Ooh, good questions. So it's not a fan and not an inside job. If I ask her who she suspects, I bet she says something like, you want me to do my job for, you want me to do your job for you. That's a tough choice, man. What do you guys think? 1 or 2? I could go with either. Dark shadow from the past, ex-lover, a husband, maybe. I go 2. First one is prying, but that's what I want to do. Say I want to concentrate on what I want to know. I think I'm gonna go 1.
A dark shadow from the past? An ex-lover? A husband, maybe?
I'm surprised you asked that just now.
Well, I have my habits. Some call my methods peculiar.
What a curious way to put it.
I'm a curious kind of fellow. So?
I've never been married, and I don't really have any serious relationship before Hobart.
A more dangerous, not serious relationship, maybe?
I've never been with anyone long enough for them to hate me.
Love is just another face of hate.
So is hate a face of love then?
I guess. Were you on the run?
No, Mr. Featherland. I came to Clawville with a clean slate, and I'd like to believe it will stay that way.
You mean as the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler, the biggest mob boss in Clawville? Yeah, good luck with that. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Maybe that was the right answer. It was! Okay. All right. Let's stop beating around the bush. How do you know Molly? That's what I want to know. Molly's my wife. My estranged wife, but my wife.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Cluck my beak. All right, enough games. I think I got to go with 1 on this one. What exactly do you want from me, or you played me from the start, didn't you? I got to know why I'm here. I got to go with 1, I think. I don't know, though. Yeah. Here we go.
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes?
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Oh, well. Okay. Oh, my God. Wait, focus at 60%? Oh, my God. So even getting all pluses and no minuses did not get me the... Wow. Okay.
Natasha is a... That was a...
I'm set.
So that...
I have many.
Okay, here we go. Place is very elegant, and so's your room. I'm just gonna try different answers.
The place is very elegant. And, so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh,
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
Oh, that was a plus 15, so that was good. All right. Let's try this
What
one.
can you tell me about Ibn Wessler?
Yeah.
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Oh, that was a -5. Oh, interesting. Okay.
How much do you know about Ibn's business dealings?
This opens up a whole new
More
line
than
of
most
questioning.
wives do. About as much as lovers would, but not that much. I see what I see, but I choose not to pay attention.
Maybe that's smart of you, maybe it's the opposite. In any case, you get the Clawville tone.
What do you mean?
Well, I've worked in a lot of cities and a lot of countries, ma'am. But the art of beating around the bush is masterful here. And you're a true artist.
Hey,
I
Kagi!
take that
Thank you for
as
the
a
16
compliment,
months.
Mr. Featherland.
It was meant to be one, Miss Katsenko.
Wow, this all new questioning now that I went down this path.
Don't you see a correlation between your partner's activity and the threats?
That's a disappointing cop-like question.
I am a cop.
Yes, but you're different. You're too rough on the outside and too vulnerable on the inside for a regular cop.
Am I that transparent?
A little bit. My eyesight's better than most.
Seriously, Natasha, don't you worry about the possibility of a connection?
Of course I worry about it. I'm not stupid. Those who are clever learn to fear. I learned at a young age, before I even had the chance to live.
Gee, well, thank you for your honesty. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it.
Okay. I think it was a conscious choice not to make them fully animal. I think it was a conscious choice to make them mostly human and then tails and heads of animals. Kind of like BoJack Horseman. Like, did they really ever explain why in BoJack Horseman some people are animals, have animal heads, some people are human, totally human? I never found a reason why. I think it's just an artistic choice. All right.
What was in
The mess.
but a
Exactly.
so
Right.
You really.
Okay, we can go to the next thing. Okay, so Philmar, I don't need him. I don't need to talk about that. Could the threats have anything to do with a dangerous relationship between you two? No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow. Maybe it's this one that I want to ask.
No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has men everywhere.
Okay.
Literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley.
This is new.
But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe.
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Actually,
Never. I'm afraid I'd learned too much about myself.
and what's the
Maybe
typewriter
that's
for?
the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like
Ah.
everyone else in the city.
Artistic license on the lines there.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Oh, just a little.
Meow
son.
indeed,
Just a
Xenos.
little.
Thank you for the 15 months. Oh, speaking of 15, that was a plus 15. Now, how good was this question? A dark shadow from the past, ex-lover, a husband, maybe. Was that good? Was that plus 5 good? Or was it like plus 10 or 15? It was plus 5. Okay.
So it's not a fan and not an inside
See what this
job.
question gets us.
Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know?
I knew it!
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at
Let's see
least
how
one of her
much plus
secrets.
this was.
Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Oh, there was no plus. That was a 0. Okay.
Let's stop beating about.
I'm prepared for
Okay,
that.
so we've seen all that. Now, I said, what exactly do you want from me? Last time. This time, I'm not sure how much that one was worth. Let's do this.
You played me from the
I
start.
want to see what happens.
Didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too
It
many of
was
these
worth it
games,
for that
and I've been on the
line.
losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble
Oh,
with me.
come on. Give me a big
Thank me when
score.
this is all over.
Big score. Woohoo! Living legend. Nailed it. Even with that -5, I nailed it. That's cool. All right. So their attitude doesn't necessarily correlate with getting a perfect score. Sometimes you gotta piss them off a little bit. That's awesome. I like that. Final thought. Perfect job. Exactly how you would have done 10 years ago. Beware Clawville. Sonny Featherland and the Chicken Police are back in action. The important clue, the threat, or rather the threatening word the message sent was simply whore. It's brief, but it says a lot regardless. Okay.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flowertown tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help.
I'd like to show
in
you something too.
investigation.
My
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there.
Anyway, here's Wonderball.
I won't take the risk of Ibn or
Thank you
one
for
of
the
his
25
men
months.
seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
All right. Oh no,
Molly.
the key. All right, clues. Natasha is afraid, and her fear is genuine. But she isn't telling me everything regardless, and I don't like it. Natasha has invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I'd be glad about it. But in this case, I'm worried. The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha, is simply horror. It's brief, but it says a lot regardless. King Dano has gifted a sub to Operator Overlord. Welcome back for the second month. And thanks again to Grimskull for 25. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay, nothing new there. There's a new place, right? Wasn't there a new place? Oh. Okay.
This woman's aware of her
Okay.
Well,
Here
Weren't
we
you
go.
supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
That fucking dejected chicken. Oh. So good. Oh, they're not talking anymore, apparently.
What a lovely kitten.
I can talk to him now, huh?
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
I hate it. Gabriel the Grinder Antipov. He's a lynx, quiet and deadly. He is most likely from Stowonia. Stowonia, huh? This bobcat is most likely Ibn Wessler's goon.
What a lovely... Listen, pal. Maybe if,
Did I stutter, chicken? Get lost.
Anything else?
Listen, pal.
Did I...
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
Probably.
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird.
You can't fly, you're a
Maybe
chicken.
I was playing her a bit.
You can glide at best. Marty dated Olivia for a short period of time. That's it. I don't want to know any more about this.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Well, yeah. Can you tell me about the Star Club?
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Okay. Close enough.
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is.
Aww.
I know I wasn't a gentleman.
Aww.
And I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Okay. Oh, after the show, Ibn left the Tsar Club suspiciously fast. Oh, was there a codex or something? Or a place? No. No. Okay. Moving right along.
Isn't that Filmar standing over there at the bar?
Ah, you're right. Time to say hi.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
He's dead.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
That was great. How they did that, just total silence. Yeah, it's not just mammals and birds. There's insects that we've only seen one, but we've heard about them living in a part of town. There was also a Komodo dragon. So what are there other mammals or other non-mammals, non-mammalians besides birds? Okay. What'd he give me? Here we go.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
What is this?
We stepped in.
These are names and numbers by them, huh? I mean, they could be phone numbers with extensions or whatever. They're all 6 digits long with a dash. And that's how long the phone numbers are. I'm wondering if we, like, call up a lot of people. Well, Marsupial is a mammal. But it's not a... Are marsupials mammals? But that's not a kangaroo, it's a squirrel.
Of all that's furry.
Jesus.
What kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Yeah. All right, let's all learn together then. Let me Google it. Are marsupials mammals? Marsupials are any member of the mammalian infraclass Marsupialia. Like other mammals in the Methania, they give birth to relatively undeveloped young that often reside in a pouch located on their mother's abdomen for a certain amount of time. Marsupial, a mammalian group. A marsupial is a mammal that raises its newborn offspring in a pouch. Yeah, okay, so marsupials are mammals. There's certain classifications that make mammals mammals, right? Fur, milk, live birth, warm-blooded. Like, there are certain things, like those things, I think those are all things that make, like, classification mammal. Good humor. Mammaries, sure. A hot dog is not a sandwich. A hot dog is a taco. We've had this conversation before. What makes a sandwich? 2 slices of bread and whatever goes in between. That makes a sandwich. That's the only classification for a sandwich. A hot dog is not 2 slices of bread. A hot dog is 1 piece of bread cut open, like a taco shell. A hot dog is a taco. Like certain sub sandwiches are not actually sandwiches because they're not sliced in half. They're like clamshell. Anything with a clamshell is not a sandwich. A euro? A euro? I don't know what, I think a euro is its own classification because it's a pouch, right? No, euro's a wrap. I'm thinking of a pita, like a pita pit pita. They put it in a pouch of bread. That's its own thing. It's not a sandwich. Sandwich is bread, stuff, bread, separated. That's a sandwich. Yeah, can we, I guess let's classify all wraps then. Let's call all wraps burritos. So a pita is a burrito. Like anything like a euro, that's a burrito. So burgers or sandwiches? Yes. You never heard a hamburger sandwich? It's like the long name for a hamburger is burger is a hamburger sandwich. There are 3 kinds of rap: flour, pita, and Wu-Tang. And they ain't nothing to fuck with. Oh, all raps are shawarmas. There you go. That's what we should spread it out. We should spread it out like culturally. So all raps aren't burritos. All raps are shawarmas. So a burrito is a shawarma. A gyro is a shawarma. A burrito is, oh yeah, no, not a burrito. A burrito is an enclosed thing. If it has open ends, that's a whole other beast. So anything that's enclosed on both ends that contains all the stuff inside is a ravioli. So a burrito is a ravioli. A shawarma is a pita is a, or a gyro is a shawarma. I love these stupid arbitrary
Creepy little squirrel girl.
conversations. It's great.
Don't be shy, Sonny.
Still talk.
Hey, Big Nose, where did Mr. Wessler go?
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of sh...
Anything else, dear sirs?
I love the quaff on that horse. All right.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows?
What are corn dogs?
Animals
Easy.
commit the dirtiest of deeds.
Corn dogs
for
are ravioli and a
wild
stick.
love.
You've got a point.
Hold on. Let me, I wasn't listening.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
Yeah.
You've got a point.
What is pussy? Pussy's obviously a taco. That's a stupid question.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
That's an understatement. All of these names,
Belong to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
it's only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey,
Well, the thing that you might not know is everything, almost everything falls under the category of soup. Because all it has to be soup is in a bowl eaten with a utensil. So a burrito is just a bowlless soup. Not bowl of soup, bowlless soup. Sandwich, bowlless meat. Yeah, see what I'm saying? A salad is just another name for soup. Looney Rogue, thank you for the 43 months. Chugging Monkey with 29. Appreciate it.
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
You already fantasizing?
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, the pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
All right.
Take care of yourself, old bird.
You're one to talk.
Weird. My chat just refreshed without me asking it to. Oh, Clawville PD. Oh, I guess I gotta head back there, huh? All right, hold on. I only recognized a few names on the list Filmar shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case. It seems Filmar also used to work for Natasha. Oh shit, never mind. I already read that fucking shit. Fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck you for making me read it again. Okay.
Ah, this is the life.
Yeah.
He looks.
Okay, we already did that.
You know, Sonny, I love Laura, and I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that Natasha woman has turned even my head.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her, and not just because she's a predator.
You're telling me.
So many nights I have laughed at Zeke's trolls, but this food trolling is actually breaking my brain. Salad? A soup? This is the one that broke your brain? All right.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
That's great.
Remember that other case?
Yeah. Okay,
my
we did that. Anything else? I think we can get out of here now. All right, take the map. Head over to the, Let's head to the police station, I guess. Sure.
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Learn something from Phyllis and Roy's.
Well, I wasn't exactly
I'm glad you like it,
thinking
Manny
about
Potato.
them.
Yeah, figures.
Doom, 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 boom, ba-doom, doom. Oh, can we talk to these guys some more?
Are those two gonna stand out here all night long?
Oh, it's not raining
I don't know,
anymore,
but
is
I
it?
wouldn't put it past them. They're operating by some incomprehensible logic, at least for simple birds like us.
I wish we had the smarts to understand.
Maybe one day, Marty. Maybe one day.
Watching your stream of Googling makes me very wise. I just found out that I can heat a liter of coffee to 50 degrees by shouting at it for 1 year and 8 months. Really? Okay.
Do you remember our old squad car?
That ended up in a swamp? Huh, I could never get over that. It was the best partner I ever had.
That's, good to know, boss.
Truth hurts, pal.
Never mind. I'll live with it.
Matt Tacular, thank you for the prime sub.
Hail Berserker!
Also, Taco named Juan with 50. Big 50 BB.
What was its name? The old car, I mean. Bessie? Nessa?
Tessa. You know, like my daughter.
I knew your daughter's Tessa, but... wait. Did you name your daughter after our old car?
Why? What's wrong with that? Damn, even this.
Okay.
Honor, strength, and unity.
Pigs, ruffians, and vigilantes.
Honor, strength.
Pigs?
Okay.
Why aren't we on this poster next to Blood Boil?
Because he hates us, Marty.
Oh, yeah, right.
You would have looked kind of great on that poster.
Hey, thanks.
You would have looked kind of great on that. How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that you're rolling together again, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theater, and if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a complicated evening.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip, boys?
Always.
Deputy Malloy got so drunk, he fell asleep on the toilet. It took them an hour to find him.
Stupid oaf. So that's why Blood Boil was here.
Yeah, aye, and he's in a pretty sore mood because he had to come in on New Year's Eve.
Just our luck.
No. Your luck is that he's too busy to care about you two lovers right now.
Right now.
Ah, yeah.
Well, or this hanging around thing you do.
Thanks, chickens.
Well, keep up the good work, boy.
Or
Thanks.
There we go. All right. In Bosco, man, you're real close there, boss. F you nasty. What up, 58 months? Right on my hat up. I don't know what that means, but yes, indeed. Zeke, I was walking downstairs and heard you talking about making coffee by yelling at it. But what do you call that method? Scold brew. Ha! Ha ha ha! Nice.
Do you remember Monica ever going on holiday?
honestly, I can't recall.
Sometimes I can't decide if it's admirable or if I feel sorry for her.
Maybe a bit of both. But is it selfish to say I'd be hurt if one day I didn't find her here?
Yeah, I feel the same.
That's all right then. You know, if there's anyone who knows anything about anything, it's gonna be her.
Kinda long-winded, but I agree.
You know, if there's anyone who...
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
I don't think Monica has an accent. I think it's just U.S. Hey, take the kill. Thank you for 29 months.
Guess who we met today? In person, Mon.
King Hector III?
Even better. The one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon.
All right. Dude. F you nasty. You keep trying to fucking type that, but you can't. The DMCA will get you nipped by the bot, son. Didn't learn your lesson the first time, huh, buddy? How many till a ban? Oh, you don't get banned. It's just a joke on the DMCA thing. You know, you say DMCA, you get DMCA'd, you know, it's just fun. Is boomer still a thing? I guess so, Dr. Claw. All right, check it out.
Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
Huh, it must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Now stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
Nah, you're an angel sent from heaven. Can you allow us to earn points while watching from our phones? That is not on me, dude. I have no idea. Unless someone knows, like, there's a toggle that I can, or a switch that I can flip. I would have flipped it a long time ago if I could have. Or I'd known about it if there is one. But if there is one, I don't know about it. So kindly tell me, and I'll do it. But I think it might just be... You can earn channel points via mobile. You can. You earn points on your phone. That's how I got some here and others. Okay. I'm on mobile simulation glitch. See? I don't know what's going on then with your particular situation. All right. What do you know about Natasha Kitsenko?
We saw a pretty good show at the Tsar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed a new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file.
It's you, Monica!
Marty, shut up.
Marty, shut up.
You mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman?
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There are maybe more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know. We're not even here anymore.
Yeah, the voice acting is outstanding, right? All right, Bosco, what are you looking at?
Good old Bosco's slowly becoming the same piece of furniture we are.
Sure. You remember when he was just a little green lapdog? For a while, we even had to babysit him.
He always was a talented little pooch, I have to admit. But the filth that seeped into everything in Clawville has reached him, too.
It reaches everyone one way or another, right?
One way or another, it does, Marty. You had a fight once, didn't you? At one of the winter solstice parties.
Yeah, we both drank too much. It was over a manatee named Margaret.
A
That was
manatee?
before Laura, of course.
I haven't seen many fights that memorable in my life.
Yeah, and the girl didn't go with either of us.
She was a wise manatee.
Is it worth talking to him?
Who knows? Maybe he heard something interesting.
All right.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox, what's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden,
I'm such
Sonny?
a child. That
I'd
makes me
rather be
laugh every
anywhere
time.
else than here, Bosco.
Hey, Cox!
But we're sniffing around on a case.
Hoo-hoo. Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old
What's up,
case.
Unsound? Good to see
Still
you.
open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
New function, I gotta ask. But first, there's nope. No new clues, but I have new information on Bosco. A couple of years ago, Bosco and Marty had a huge fight because of some girl in the office. Neither of them got her in the end, but at least both gained some valuable life lessons. And a few scratches, of course. Okay. What do you know about Phil Marlowe?
You still remember
Phil Marlowe.
Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Caffey, thank you for the resub. 36 months, 3 years. What's 36 months and a few gift subs? Also gifting a sub to Jay Justice, who now has 73 months. Welcome back, Jay. Good to see you again.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
All right, Wandering 88 with the 24 months. You made it, baby.
Nice cock.
You got.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! Gold Badge Club, Wandering 88, and then Quentin right after that with 29 months. Good to have you back as well, Quentin.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
All right.
The boss?
He's not in a good mood. Malloy got so drunk he pissed himself.
Oh,
And we
no.
just put the cherry on top, huh?
Mostly you, Sonny. No offense.
None taken. I'm used to it. Everything rolls right off my feathers.
Don't go stirring up a shitstorm, okay? We're gonna have enough on our plates tonight.
We'll do what we can, Bosco, but I can't promise anything.
Don't go stirring up.
Okay.
Is it worth talking to him?
Yeah.
Officer Barkman, unwavering cop, and a slavering beast.
Yeah. Ever been so drunk you pissed yourself? No. I think that might be a person-to-person, like case-by-case basis. Like, I've been as drunk as anybody's been drunk before, like, without dying from alcohol poisoning. Like, I've been on the verge of alcohol poisoning before, and I didn't piss myself. So I'm guessing that's a person thing. Like, certain people get all huggy. Some people get, like, they want to fight you. I think that's, like, how alcohol reacts with their biochemistry or whatever. That loosens their muscles or something, but I've never been a pants pisser. I'm a huggy drunk bitch. Like, I get all like, oh my God, I love you. Do you know that? I love you so much. Like, I'm that kind of guy, for sure. I get the spins really, really bad. Like, if I go from standing up, I'm usually okay. But if I sit down or lay down, I get the spins like super bad.
Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD.
There's only 7.
Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health.
Fair enough.
Join the force, protect the crown, serve the people.
Get bribed, get beaten by a hooker, get fat.
All right.
Nice words. Nice promises.
Nice bullshit. Why is it always a lion? Lions are lazy, dull, good-for-nothing creatures.
Hey, stop talking like that. It's disrespectful.
Why? Aren't I right?
Not every lion's the same. Just like not every rooster's an asshole like you.
You got me.
Sometimes I think everything would be so much better if cops didn't have guns.
That's almost surreal coming from you, Marty.
Don't get me wrong, I love guns. I became a cop because of guns. But sometimes I feel if we didn't have guns, criminals wouldn't have them either.
The chicken or the egg, huh? Unfortunately, I don't agree with you. If you point flowers instead of a gun at a total nutcase, he's still gonna shoot you.
Wow.
I can't even remember why I became a cop. I can't even...
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
Where are the insects anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Monty.
Did you know there's a theory that the Foundation War was a hoax? That the reptiles deliberately kept in the background, but in reality, they're the ones controlling the city from the underground even now.
What? Where did you hear that? I'd never heard such sheep shit before.
I read it in Tomorrow's Word. That's a pretty prestigious newspaper.
I wouldn't use that trash to wipe my cloaca, Marty. It'll rot your brain.
Well, at least I read something other than the labels on liquor bottles.
Hey, that was a bit below the belt.
Yep, but true.
You got me.
It's a very beautiful crest.
Yeah, it is. Just like the city. From afar, at least.
It's a very beautiful...
Yeah,
Well, I'm just glad he said cloaca. Like, it's, like, what, anatomically correct? Oh, wow. We had a whole bunch here. Hold on. Hector III, or as most animals call him, the Fox King, is the third member of the Fallow dynasty. Although Clawville is a small state, its king is amongst the most influential animals of the wilderness, not because of the city's actual importance, but for riches of its faraway colonies. Although Clawville is a monarchy, the actual power and jurisdiction aside from the king are in the hands of the Council of 12, or as most animals think, entirely. The king himself is only a puppet and a symbol. The members of the council are the mightiest animals in the city after the king, employing not only politicians, but influential businessmen as well. The Founding War was a great war between the Alliance and the Swamp clans that finally decided Clawville's fate and raised the city in the hands of the Alliance among the great colonial powers. This marks the beginning of Clawville's time, meaning it occurred exactly 942 years ago. Okay.
Blood boils in there, and I don't want to run into him.
I wholeheartedly agree, partner. Let's avoid the whole office section as much as possible. Blood boils in there somewhere. It's best to avoid him before he finds some reason to lock us in.
You took the words out of my beak, boss.
You're very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
Oh, right, sure.
Don't go stirring up a
We'll do what we can. It may not be a good time to say this, but I've got a bad feeling about tonight.
You could have told me about that sooner, Sonny.
You can still turn back. Stay here and keep wasting ammo.
Like hell. Whatever insane shit's waiting for us, it's way better than dying of boredom.
Well, I'm sure we won't be bored.
I hope not. Don't you want to practice a little? You must be all rusty after such a long hiatus.
If you want to know, I sometimes practice at the empty hotel.
Leslie lets you shoot up the place.
Lewis. And no, he doesn't.
He fucked up his name
There's
again.
a room that one of the guerrillas of the Castilla clan had totally trashed. He won't notice 1 or 2 holes.
Ah, clever.
Any more?
Shall we go, or do you want to stay and shoot a bit?
I don't know. But don't worry, we'll soon be on our way.
Whatever you want, Boss Bird.
Okay.
You seem unsure.
Really? I think I'm just tired. You know, Laura and I have been fighting recently, and I've been sleeping on the couch.
Yeah? Well, it shows.
Thanks. You always know how to cheer someone up.
Marty's fiance is Laura, a beautiful, warm-hearted predator. I don't know what she sees in Marty, but he's too damn lucky to have such a woman for him.
Don't forget to keep your gun clean, Marty.
Hey, I take them all apart every day, clean and oil them, if you want to know.
I didn't want to know.
No use crying over spilt milk. Which one of them was first, peace or guns?
You mean, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know. Which one of them was first, peace?
Okay.
You sure we won't need Layla?
You call this monster Layla?
She's not a monster, Sonny. If you know how to treat her right, she's a real ballerina.
Uh-huh. I believe you, pal, but we're not taking her.
Oh. And what if
No, Marty. There's no way in hell we're taking a Tommy gun with us.
Ugh, all right.
I believe this piece is forbidden.
Yeah, okay. You know why it's called a Tommy gun? It's because the first person ever killed with this kind of gun was named Tommy. All right, let's see. True. That is a true fact. All right, let's see. I think it saves automatically if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Yep. Okay, cool. Alrighty. That is going to do it for me today.